All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. I want to say I was watching or looking at a Reddit and they were showing the Dino D-Light and that motel is being filmed right now for the TV show. Now, obviously they had to like green screen and the dinosaur, but yeah, no dinky, but they've recreated the Dino D-Light Motel in Novak. So that's what they're filming in the TV show as of like a week ago. All right, back to reality. As I push all the wrong buttons, I'm not even sure what I'm doing. 50 mission cap right there. All right. I guess we go get the chip. Don't I have the chip? Didn't I kill Benny? Kill Benny. Don't I have the chip? One oversized. Oh, there it is, the platinum chip. All right. I could return to Mr. House, I guess. All right, let's go do that. Let's go show Mr. House we have the chip. And I have the Mark of Caesar as well.
Where to, partner?
Oh, that's the wrong place.
Where to, partner?
All right. Hey, lady, you want a snow globe?
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office. You do? Why, that's just wonderful. I'll take it and put it with the rest of the collection.
That lady's got a weird voice. Am I dumb? Where's the big TV at? Where's TV face? Oh, there it is.
You're always welcome in this town.
Thanks, buddy.
So, Benny has been handled, and you've recovered the platinum chip. Let's have it.
Here you go.
Such a small thing, isn't it? And yet so capacious, so very dear. Decades of hiring salvagers out west to search for this little relic in the ruins of a place called Sunnyvale. Back then, anyway. That's where the chip was printed, on October 22nd, 2077. It was to have been hand-delivered to me here at the Lucky 38 the next day. But the bombs fell first. Suffice it to say, the delivery was never made.
Until now. What happens next?
A great deal shall be happening. A cascade of events with you taking a central role. At the moment, however, all you need to do is take the elevator all the way down to the bottom level. You'll understand soon enough.
Oh, it took the elevator for me.
step closer to the demonstration area, if you would. I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons by now.
No?
The titanium alloy housing that protects its electronic core deflects small arms and shrapnel easily enough. Its X-25 Gatling laser, produced to spec by Glassinghouse Inc., is deadly against soft targets at medium range. And for close-range suppression or crowd control, the Securitron is armed with a 9mm submachine gun. All of this you probably already knew. What you did not know is that these are the Securitron's secondary weapons. All this time, my Securitrons have had to get by running the Mark I operating system, which lacked software drivers for their primary weapons. Today, with the delivery of the Platinum chip, all that changes. Behold, for the first time, Securitrons running the Mark II OS. The M235 missile launcher gives the Securitron the ability to engage ground and air targets at significantly longer ranges. And a rapid-fire G-28 missile launcher ensures the Securitron is deadly in close-range engagements. The software upgrade also includes drivers for the Securitron's highly sophisticated on-board auto-repair systems. Altogether, the Mark II software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. The city of New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. Return to the penthouse now. We have much to discuss.
Fancy.
Trips to the basement are rarely so educational, don't you think? I've since broadcast the upgrade to every Securitron in range of my transmitters, and I must say, it's causing quite a stir down on the Strip.
Do you think your Securitrons can defeat Kaisar's Legion and the NCR?
Why would I want to go to war against the NCR? They're my best customers. If their leaders weren't scheming to steal Vegas out from under me, I'd have no troubles with the NCR at all. To secure the future of New Vegas, I must have your assistance. The work ahead is dangerous, but you weather danger well.
I'm listening.
The next step will require you to infiltrate Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill.
You want me to kill Caesar?
Absolutely not. Caesar is of great use to me. I don't want you harming a hair on that man's head, assuming you could find one.
So what do you want me to do at Fortification Hill?
I want you to open a hatch in the basement of the derelict weather station atop Fortification Hill. You'll recognize it on sight. The hatch bears the logo of the Lucky 38, same as the Platinum chip.
Very covert. What's inside the hatch?
Something very important. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise, so don't bother asking.
How do I open the hatch?
You can't, but the chip can. The hatch will recognize the Platinum chip and open sesame.
Open Sesame. All you kids know what Open Sesame is all about. Why should I be working for you?
I'm not offering you an incentive as crude as money, though there'll be plenty of that. What I'm offering you is a ground floor opportunity in the most important enterprise on Earth. What I'm offering is a future. For you, and for what remains of the human race.
I have some questions to ask.
What did you want to discuss?
I'm surprised you haven't asked what became of Benny.
That's because he ceased to be relevant when you recovered the Platinum chip. Revenge doesn't interest me. Progress does. Sorry to deny you a moment of primate triumph, but you'll have to go elsewhere to sound your barbaric yawp. What else did you want to discuss?
Were you aware that the White Glove Society used to be cannibals?
Yes, of course. But refraining from those dietary practices is a primary requirement of their contract. They've been good to their word. Put together one hell of a resort hotel, too. From what I hear, I'd want to eat at the Gourmand every night, if I were ambulatory. What else did you want to discuss?
So Dr. House or Mr. House is not ambulatory. Where does New Vegas get all its electricity?
Hoover Dam, of course. A hydroelectric dam. The NCR had it up and running at 50% capacity within a year of occupying the dam. By treaty, New Vegas receives 5% of its output. More than enough. What else did you want to discuss?
How will the NCR defend Hoover Dam?
General Oliver's strategy, or tunnel vision, as I like to call it, has been to mass troops at Hoover Dam. He wants to outfight the Legion in a straightforward slugging match, and then, when they rout, pursue and destroy them in detail. A crushing, decisive victory of this sort would overshadow the tactical ingenuity of Chief Hanlon's defense 4 years ago, you see.
What's your battle plan for the dam?
A good deal should be obvious to you by now. I won't spoil the rest by talking out of turn.
Securitron Army. Let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to discuss?
What's the deal with that snow globe collection?
What of it? I enjoy them. There's something about a little diorama set inside a glass dome that I find pleasing. If you run across any out in the wastes, turn them in to Jane. She'll compensate you. What else did you want to discuss?
What are your plans for New Vegas?
I've resurrected Vegas, spirit intact. What I need now is the ability to enforce my rightful claim. Not just against Caesar's Legion, by the way. In fact, the NCR is a more present and insidious threat.
How do you intend to enforce your claim on the city?
To enforce, one must have force, a position of strength. Years ago, when I detected NCR scouts roaming the Mojave, I could tell from their uniforms that these were no mere tribesmen. I knew it was only a matter of time before an army appeared to take control of the dam, and I knew my Securitrons wouldn't be enough to oppose them. And so I recruited the 3 families. Vegas belongs to me because I mustered enough strength to bring the NCR to the bargaining table.
Wasn't the NCR's army big enough to defeat your Securitrons and the 3 families?
Indeed it was, and still is, but not without taking significant casualties. Would Kimball and Oliver have traded the lives of hundreds of soldiers for absolute control of Hoover Dam? Oh, yes. They weren't afraid of me. They were afraid of Caesar, that attacking me would leave them vulnerable to a Legion offensive. And so they negotiated, not out of the kindness of their hearts, as they try to make it seem, because the calculus of power left no other choice.
What were the terms of your treaty with NCR?
NCR forces were permitted to occupy Hoover Dam and establish a military base at McCarran Airport. Well, it used to be one. They recognized my sovereignty over the Vegas Strip and agreed to supply electricity and water once their engineers repaired the dam. Written into the treaty were provisions that the NCR do nothing to prevent its soldiers and civilians from visiting the Strip. That's how I harnessed the NCR to my endeavor. Their occupation has been the engine of my growing economy.
You would go to war against the NCR?
The salient issue is that they will go to war with me if given the chance. There's just one reason why the NCR hasn't contrived some outrage to justify invading the Strip. Caesar's Legion. The final battle between those 2 armies is fast approaching. I can't afford to let either side win on their terms. What else did you want to discuss?
What was Vegas like before the war?
It was a place of splendor. As magnificent as today's Strip may seem, it's but a shadow of the neon paradise that was Las Vegas. I grew up not far from here, and though I traveled the old world extensively, I never found another place like it.
You say that you saved Las Vegas. How?
By 2065, I deemed it a mathematical certainty that an atomic war would devastate the Earth within 15 years. Every projection I ran confirmed it. I knew I couldn't save the world, nor did I care to, but I could save Vegas, and in the process, perhaps save mankind. I set to work immediately. I thought I had plenty of time to prepare. As it turned out, I was 20 hours short.
What preparations did you make to save Las Vegas?
On the day of the Great War, 77 atomic warheads targeted Las Vegas and its surrounding areas. My networked mainframes were able to predict and force transmit disarm code subsets to 59 warheads, neutralizing them before impact. Laser cannons mounted on the roof of the Lucky 38 destroyed another 9 warheads. The rest got through, though none hit the city itself. A suboptimal performance, admittedly. If only the Platinum chip had arrived a day sooner.
Why didn't the Platinum chip arrive on time?
The Platinum chip was printed in Sunnyvale, California on October 22nd, 2077, the day before the Great War. It was to have been delivered by courier the following afternoon, but by then, the world had ended. The chip contained vital software upgrades, but not just for my Securitrons. Every aspect of the missile defense grid would have been upgraded too. Given that I had to make do with buggy software, the outcome could have been worse. I nearly died as it was.
How did you nearly die defending Vegas?
Software glitches set off a cascade of system crashes. I had to take the Lucky 38's reactor offline, lest it melt down. For nearly 5 years, I battled power outages and more system crashes until I finally managed to reboot my data core with an older version of the OS. I spent the next few decades in a veritable coma, but I survived, obviously, and eventually thrived.
Let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to discuss?
I think that's everything. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, so Mr. House has given us a couple clues here. He spent the next decade in a virtual coma, or several decades. He's not ambulatory anymore. Something to keep in mind.
You're always welcome in this town.
Penthouse floor. Casino floor.
All right. All right, let's check out some of these Securitrons on the
Excuse me, but are you the courier who caused all of that trouble in the tops?
Why do you want to know?
Oh, well, we heard, we meaning the followers of the apocalypse, that you had been in there. The Lucky 38, I mean. And we were wondering if you could help us. If it's not too much trouble, of course.
What does it involve?
Oh, great. The followers of the apocalypse, well, some of us anyway, have been interested in Mr. House's technology. How he stays alive. Of course, no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows what's going on. Well, except for you.
And this is where I come in?
Right. We just want to find out what sort of technology Mr. House has used to stay alive for all these years. It could be of great benefit to the people we try to help, many of whom suffer from hard-to-diagnose illnesses.
Yeah, well, I'm suffering from a lack of caps. What can you do for me?
Ah, I see. I suppose I can give you some medical supplies for your efforts. I assure you they will be worth plenty of caps.
All right, I'll do it.
Great! I'll have the medical supplies for you by the time you come back. Here, take this packet sniffer. It'll allow us to intercept data on Mr. House's network. You might have to manually remove the encryption from his data network, but hopefully you won't have too much trouble. Good luck.
All right. Hopefully Mr. House didn't hear that. The Securitrons now have a soldier face.
Hey, look who's here.
Hey, buddy.
Strip secure.
Okay, I thought you were asking me to take my clothes off. I was like, that's not for me. All right, so what are we doing? Blah, 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 blah. Go to Red Rock Canyon and make contact with the Great Khans. Where's Red Rock Canyon? I really don't know where that is. Oh, it's right there. Alright, maybe I do know where it is. Vault 3. It also says Hidden Valley tagged. Oh. Hey, while we're at it, why don't we go back in to this hotel? Because I think there was a dead guy right there. I think we need to. The secretary had to talk to her.
Hey, no one but Omertas are allowed to carry guns into Gamora. Check your weapons with me.
No problem, Toots.
You'll get these back on your way out.
All right, hello, lady.
Hello and welcome to Gamora. What can I help you with today?
I'm calling in for an outstanding balance on some information. Tell me what the Omeras are up to.
I knew someone would call in that mark soon. What do you want to know?
I need to know who to talk to about what's going on in Gamora.
All I can tell you is to find Caccino. He's the lowest level lieutenant you're going to be able to talk to. Some of the girls say he's been involved in some shady business the family wouldn't really like. Ask him about it.
I'm sure you have all the good dirt on what goes on around here.
I sure do, but loose lips sink ships.
All right, straight out of the 50s. Don't worry, and World War II. Don't worry about me. I can keep your secrets.
All right. You look pretty trustworthy.
What can you tell me about what's going on in the strip?
Not much of a rumor, but I hear the Tops is always looking for new talent. Lord knows they've needed it for a long time.
I already know that. Can we get more?
It's hard to believe that not... The Omertas even had a big... I hear you've actually... I've heard some... I'm not sure what...
All right, that was worthless.
Later.
All right. Hey, let's go talk to Caccino. Hubba, hubba.
Bitter Springs. A name like that could only...
I think I'm already kicked out of here. That's an elevator. That's an elevator. Some bathrooms. Oh, what goes on down here? It looks like he's on the main level.
The fiends are running for their lives. That'll show everyone what we do to our enemies.
The fuck are you looking at?
Terrifying presence. Listen here, shitwad. Tell me where I can find Caccino.
Whoa, simmer down. Head over to Brimstone. I'll have him find you there.
Look at that, folks. Nothing like a little terrifying presence to get the Wheels greased up. I have a feeling we're not going the right way. I mean, this says Brimstone, right?
Find yourself a girl or a guy. Have some fun.
All right, a ghoul bartender. Is this him?
I hear you've been asking questions about me, dickweed. What the fuck do you want?
I hear you've been doing some business on the side.
Business? What the fuck do you mean business? You looking to get yourself burned? Now you start talking real clear, and I mean fucking crystal clear, because I'm about to lose my patience.
I hear you've been dealing in some business that is off limits for the family.
I don't give half a dick what you heard. Now get the fuck out of my face before I burn your sorry ass.
Check Caccino's room. Maybe someone has a key to his room. Maybe he has a key to his room. I know somewhere in here I must have something called the Stealth Boy. Alright, we got Caccino's journal. Sneak out and read in the lobby. Alright. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Caccino's journal documents a couple months of Caccino's activities, contains a detailed ledger describing many of his business deals over the last few months, including the sale of chems and weapons. It is clear at a quick glance that these transactions are his own personal finances, and this is done behind the backs of the Omerta family management structure. He also talks in great detail about many sexual encounters with Gomorrah prostitutes, including Joanna. After nearly every off-the-book sale or sexual tryst, he vows this one will be his last. Alright, let's head out to the courtyard. Camel of the Mojave. That must mean we walk around a lot, don't drink anything. Oh, is this Joanna right here? No, that's Dazzle. The one whore in the joint.
Hey there, gorgeous. I knew you'd be back soon enough.
I don't think I've ever seen you before. I just want to ask you some questions.
All right, honey. What do you want to know?
I have questions about Gomorrah.
Yes.
What's the deal with Gomorrah?
It's your paradise on this desolate earth, hun. Your troubles are gone, your pain forgotten, and your dreams come true.
Tell me about Gomorrah's clients.
Everyone wants a piece of their own personal heaven, so they come here for hours and hours, hun. Military men, NCR ranchers, wandering travelers. They're all the same without their clothes on. What they want, the Omertas provide.
Tell me about the Omertas.
You best hold your tongue, friend, or someone here will take care of it for good.
All right.
I'll see you soon, I'm sure.
All right, so she didn't have anything productive to offer. Let's go brace Kachino. Oh, you got up and moved seats just for me?
You again? What the fuck do you want?
I found this ledger that proves some of your side business.
Where the fuck did you get that? Okay, listen, buddy. That's some dangerous shit you got there. That book can get me killed if the wrong people see it. Let's talk. What do you want? What can I do for you?
Shit. Do you think the family would like to see this?
I can't stop you, but that's gonna mean my death. I can make it worth your while to give it to me, though. Plus, if you go to the bosses, I can't help you stop what they've been doing.
Oh, what have they been doing? I think I'm gonna keep this for a little while.
All right, all right. I can't stop you, but I think we can help each other out. I know Not at Home and the NCR would be happy to get some dirt on the family. I can help you get that dirt, and you got me by the short hairs.
All right. So I could sell Kachino's journal back to him and help him take down the bosses, or show it to the bosses to get on their good side. I'm still invisible. Why don't we punt on this for right now, till I can get my barter leveled up. Then I'll make a decision about what to do with Kachino. Alright, is Veronica still with us? We don't have Veronica or EDE with us. I hate to say it, I'm doing really bad at
Where to, partner?
really bad at helping my companions.
Aw, just when the standing around was getting exciting.
All right.
High roller suite. Casino floor.
Hey, have you been able to bug Mr. House's network yet?
Hey, calm down.
Okay, no rush, but the sooner the followers can learn about Mr. House's technology, the better.
All right. We gotta go do some other stuff. You know what? Why don't we render unto Kaisar with a woman companion? And I'm a woman. They're gonna love us. Ooh boy. Something happening? I guess not. Alright, let's go look at the world map. There's Cottonwood Cove. We go to Ranger Station Charlie and check in. Make sure it hasn't been massacred. All right, they're fine. Let's take the road. As much of a fan I am about bushwhacking it. Hey, it's the NCR.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
And there it is. Just two women trundling through the Mojave with pneumatic fists. What could go wrong? All right, we will take this poorer condition roadway. Windmill up there. Got some of that green energy going on. There is a Legion camp over there. We don't have a reason to go there, so I'm just going to stay away from that. Alright, look at this. There's so much going on out here. Destroyed building, travel trailer, crops. A bird. Some vultures. That's probably Cottonwood Cove, but I want to look at this civilization over here. Oh, hey, look, it's the Legion. Look at this guy's head.
True to Caesar.
All right, they are all about it. We found a raided farmstead. And there's nothing here. No crops, I don't think that we can harvest. And there's a building up ahead. Whoa! And a second building just popped in. This one's a fixer-upper. Matthews Animal Husbandry. Alright, just a farm with some animals. Alright, that looks like a town. Cottonwood Cove must be beyond the town.
Uh-oh.
What do you uh-oh? What is that? Oh, is that a zombie? Alright. What are you hiding for? Feral Trooper Ghoul. He did have some mentats. There's more of them over here. Oh, come get somebody. Veronica, what are you doing? I'm getting good karma for killing these dudes. Glowing Trooper Ghoul have buff out. Shit, they all got drugs. Keep sending them. I need more. Huh. Oh, this is a radiation sign. Well, take some Rad-X, see what happens. Camp Searchlight. Oh, the rads are kicking in. Oh yeah. I wonder if I can target ghouls with that. It looks like there's some non-hostile life forms.
Hey!
All right. I wonder what is going on in this place. Oh, I need a key. Well, I'm pretty certain it's not in there. Is there another dead guy? The training dummy, he does not have the key. So I'm guessing there's a corpse somewhere with the key. How about in this house? Oh, it's a school. Alright, here's the lights. That's outside. That's probably outside. Nothing of value. Yeah, like students are sitting there chugging coffee every day. Got some Dino Delight toys and some bedrolls. Let me see if I have anything else to get rid of radiation. Doesn't look like it. All right. I hate to say it, I don't think we're going to be able to. Ooh. All right. Oh my. I'll take 2 mini nukes. Thank you very much. And a book. Chinese Special Army Training Manual. Alright, our sneak went up by 3. I think that was it down here, unfortunately. So there's a key somewhere to this building. And I didn't bother looking to see where it was. Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey, who the hell are you? Better yet, what the hell are you doing in this cursed place? You know what? Forget it. It doesn't matter. Welcome to Camp Searchlight, the shittiest place on Earth.
You aren't Farrell, are you?
No, I'm not. Not yet, anyway. I'm Private Kyle Edwards, former NCR trooper.
Former? What happened?
Couldn't you tell? That damn radiation bomb got me. I can't serve the NCR like this.
Maybe they'll let you back in?
I'm not so sure about that. I don't know how the NCR feels about ghouls.
Why are you still here?
I'm here because I have nowhere else to go.
There must be some place you can go.
Believe me, I'd love to leave. But I can't because I don't know what effect the radiation will have on me.
But ghouls are immune to radiation.
Yeah, but I don't want to go feral. And that's probably what more radiation would do to me.
There's still radiation in your house.
Look, just leave me alone. I'm not going outside.
Alright. That was weird. Does he have the key? He doesn't. I already went in the school. I think we need to go another way.
Hey!
Why do you keep hiding? Here, let me turn the turrets on. If that's what this thing does. Alright, code. Nope. Cure. Nope. Loot. Nope. Goes. All right. Activate turret defense system. Where'd he go? All right. I'm running out of places to look at. Maybe the key is just somewhere else. I thought for sure one of these ghouls would have the key on them. I think we already went down in here.
That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles? I hear it ain't sealed up no more.
That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles? I hear it ain't sealed up no more. Someone finally put down that sick motor runner son of a bitch. Good riddance. I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss over at the strip. Must have delivered more than just mail.
Oh, I'll take the rat away.
That tower.
Paranoia. It can't be fatality. Well, the only word left. Current inventory, log entry, supplies are lower than usual. So they're requesting supplies and not getting them all. Diverted outside Nipton.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one. They say those robots on the strip are running around with different faces or something. Don't ask, 'cause I don't know.
What are these guys scavenging here?
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one.
Alright, I don't know what these people are doing here. But I can't figure out what else to do here. Alright, so there's got to be a computer nearby to operate that one, right? What? Another key? I don't have a key. Where would these keys be? Why can't one of these dead ghouls have the keys? I think there's some quest that has to start and it's not starting because it's triggered somewhere else, and that's why these keys aren't showing up. So I am going to leave. Who is this? Kind of looks like a glowing one. He had 6 caps, that's all I care about. Alright, we will take another Radix Rat away. Alright, we have discovered Cottonwood Cove.
Awe, true to Kaiser.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver?
I'm ready to travel with you.
The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat.
Oh no. Xbox 360. I remember when I first got that. All the good games. The OG Modern Warfare games. And of course Fallout 3. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out what's going on here later. I need 2 keys, neither of which I can find. So Alright, let's try this again, and I'm going to save before we talk to that guy. Instead of going right, we're going to go left. For a minute I thought that anomaly was a Cazador. It just looks like some really unstable graphics.
Please, help me.
What are you doing up there?
Legion caught me. Said this was the penalty for drug runners. Please, let me down.
You're smuggling drugs?
Please, for the love of God, let me down.
Bye.
No, please, don't leave me here.
I don't have a lot of love for the Great Khans. You can hang out and enjoy it.
Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider?
Show the Mark of Caesar. I was invited.
You wear the Mark of Caesar. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is waiting for. You may continue, but be warned. Mark or no, we will not tolerate aggressive action by visitors in the camp.
Alright, that is a slave near death. Welcome to Cottonwood Cove. Alright, this time we're going to bust a save.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver?
I'm ready to travel.
The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat. By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. This order also extends to the platinum chip you carry. For now.
Sure, I agree to disarm.
Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave.
Except for my superheated Saturday fist, which is very glowy and should be very obvious that I still have it.
Awe, true to Caesar. So you're the visitor I've heard some of the legionaries talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word.
Show me what you have for sale.
Have a look.
Alright, first of all, what does he have? Ooh, he's got a lot of mods. Alright, what can we sell him? The mysterious Magnum. Look at all these fucking weapons. I am so heavily armed, it's ridiculous. Here, why do we sell him some combat armor? Oh, he only has 600? Seems kind of like a rip. I know they don't smoke cigarettes here, so we can get rid of those. Look at how many Cazador poison glands I have.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Bye.
Be seeing you around.
I just don't have time to play cards with him or whatever.
Our way, true to Caesar.
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll be excellent legionaries. I'm quite proud of them.
Thanks, buddy.
Awe, true to Caesar. What do you want from me, woman? I'm in charge of the arena, not the cooking pots.
Okay, let's fight.
No, imbecile, that's not how it works. I set up the fights, then you go in the arena and fight.
I'd like to fight in the arena.
Know your place, woman. Unlike the profligates of the NCR, only men fight in the Legion.
Are you afraid I was going to kick your ass?
Women are beneath notice, as Caesar has taught us. I'm only allowing you to speak to me because you are Caesar's guest. I may yet, if Caesar commands it. Go.
Okay, Dick.
Awe, true to Caesar.
All the rest of your friends don't have any problem talking to me. Mostly because they probably are tired of getting laid with each other. Alright, how about this guy?
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside. You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
Yeah, I heard you the first time, buddy.
Should have brought something to read.
You're the courier who caused so much trouble for my Legion, and yet you dare come before me. Years of meticulous scheming to place a mole at Camp McCarran. Wasted. So tell me this, because I really want to know. I am feared, with good reason. But you, of all people, dare to come here and stand before me, the mighty Caesar. What were you thinking?
You gave me an invite? Oh yeah. Did I decorate this tent with your guts? You guaranteed my safety.
And you fell for that? Really? Because I'm going to have you killed now. Relax. I'm fucking with you. You do know why I wanted to meet you, right? A man nearly kills you, so you track him across the breadth of the Mojave. You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat. You assassinate the head of the chairman in his own casino and get away with it. Then something happens to Mr. House's robot, some kind of military upgrade. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started?
What were you looking to start?
The time is fast approaching when my Legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching.
What do I have to do?
Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip you were carrying. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried.
And once I'm inside?
I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Goodbye.
Oh, so tempting to use terrifying presence, but I didn't. All right. I hope I'm going the right way.
None may enter without Caesar's permission.
Don't I have Caesar's permission?
None may enter without Caesar's permission.
Okay.
Caesar has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him. Caesar has put a lot of trust in you. Be worth it.
How about I punch those glasses right off your face?
Our way, true to Caesar.
Our way. Nope. It's just a mattress. Activate console. The console hums quietly, powered by some unknown source. There's a round slot on the console, about the size of a large poker chip. Insert the platinum chip into the slot. And there are the doors. How did he know those doors were there if he didn't have the chip to open the trapdoor and get to him? Huh.
Stop wasting time. Go upload the data on the platinum chip to the facility's primary computer.
All right, Mr. Bitchy. Status log. Turrets are active. Tektrons and sentry. Tektrons are active. Sentry belts aren't.
Put down your weapon.
I come in peace. Alright, we get some good stuff. Sentry belts, can't turn them off. Ooh, reported is 2 away. Alright, we canceled the security alert on that. Man, I'm good right now. Alright, and we canceled the security alert on the Protectrons. Well, I think we're about to have an easy day. Alright.
blaze.
Look at all of the Securitrons. Holy cow. Still getting juice out. What am I doing here? Oh, well, I'm not doing that.
Move along, blaze.
Okay, well, I don't want to do that. Because I'm actually... favoring Mr. House for right now. Insert the Platinum chip and install the Mark II software upgrade. Alright, we leveled up. We're going to get barter to 60. And sneak up a little bit. Hopefully that's a bug. Or not a bug, I mean.
Your work here is done. Return to the Lucky 38 so we can discuss next steps. You have a very bright future ahead of you. Thanks to your actions today, so does the rest of mankind.
Alright, back upstairs.
You've carried out Caesar's will, but I must confiscate your equipment again.
No problem.
You're free to leave.
Our way.
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done. Let's press on, shall we? As I was telling you before, I want Mr. House out of the picture. You have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike back. You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up to you.
I have some questions to ask.
What did you want to know?
Are your bodyguards special in any way?
My Praetorians embody the martial ideals of my legion. Each one of them has done enough conquering and killing to deserve the rank of Centurion. Instead, I invited them to join my guard. So the invitee chooses whichever current guard he thinks is weakest and challenges him. The fight is to the death. It keeps them from getting complacent.
How long has Lucius been the head of your Praetorians?
Lucius has been the head of my guard for 5 years now. He was a subordinate guard for 8 before that. No invitee has dared to challenge him yet. Maybe it's an issue of respect. He is getting on in years.
Let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
Tell me about Vulpes and Colta.
Vulpes is the best of my Frumentari. A remarkable individual from an unremarkable tribe south of the Utah. He was brought into the Legion as a boy, survived training, fought well enough as a legionary to be promoted to the rank of Decanus. Then in battle against an unimportant tribe, he broke ranks and led his contubernium through a hole in their defenses to capture its chieftain. Well, his Centurion wanted him crucified for disobedience, so I made him a Frumentari.
What do the Frumentari do?
Whatever I require. Infiltration, assassination, dramatic atrocities to break the spirit of the enemy at Ketara. They're mentally flexible. They operate behind enemy lines for extended periods, imitating the enemy's customs without becoming sullied. In all these things, Vulpes is a master.
Let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
I've heard rumors of your legate, Lanius. What's his story?
Linnaeus is the greatest of my battlefield commanders. Some might call him a great man, but I'm not sure he qualifies. Once, he was the greatest warrior of the Hydebarks, a tribe of the Arizona. Maniacal in battle. Sometimes he'd ambush Legion patrols by himself. When after several months we found and surrounded the Hydebarks camp, their chieftain raised a banner of surrender. The warrior, who was not yet Linnaeus, went insane with rage. He struck down his chieftain and attacked his own tribe.
What happened when Linnaeus attacked his own tribe?
He killed 15 before they brought him down. He didn't die, obviously. I had him tended to. He was maimed, most of his face torn off. It was days before he regained consciousness. When he did, I went to his bedside and showed him the helmet I'd had forged to cover his face. I said he could have it if he'd fight for me. He accepted, on condition that he be allowed to kill the surviving males of his tribe. I said, make it the adult males, and you have a deal.
He sounds more like a savage than a general.
Linnaeus is savage. Savagely loyal, too, but only to me. He has no love for my legion. But this has its uses. He has no attachment to his men, no compunction about battlefield losses. All he cares about is destroying the enemy. When another legatus or a centurion fails to achieve results, I send Linnaeus to make things right. His first step is to beat the failed commander to death in front of his assembled troops. Then he orders the ritual of decimatio.
What is decimatio?
It means decimation. But in ancient Rome, the word had a very specific meaning. A punishment for cowardice. The legionaries are lined up in ranks. Every 10th man steps forward and is beaten to death by his brothers. It instills a certain robust obedience.
Linnaeus will lead the assault on Hoover Dam?
Yes. This time my legionaries will be more frightened of the commander behind them than the enemy before them. There will be no failure this time, no retreat, no years of gathering slaves and resources for another assault. With Linnaeus to drive the Legion forward, the dam will be taken. It will be our bridgehead across the Colorado.
Why did the Legion lose the first battle?
It's not going to happen again. That's all I have to say about it.
I've heard the commander of the first battle called the Burned Man.
And I've heard it's a bad idea to tempt the wrath of Caesar. Change the subject.
That's enough questions for now.
What else then?
What is that machine in your tent?
It's called an autodock. As the name suggests, it's an automated physician, more or less. He can treat broken bones, cuts, punctures, scrapes. Sometimes I bestow its use upon someone I favor. Makes for a powerful gift in a culture that forbids painkillers and is largely ignorant of medical science.
I'll eliminate Mr. House for you.
Good. Don't know what kind of security he has inside the Lucky 38, but if you can find a way of catching him off guard, do so.
Alright, so we met Kaisar and he gave us a task to kill Mr. House.
Aw, just...
I'm sure the Legion is very envious of me with my own personal Death Star following me around.
True to Kaiser.
Oh yeah, this reminds me of a big set of stairs in Monterey, California. And I may have had to traverse several hundred times. Oh, it's over this way.
I'll wait. Are you ready to return to Cottonwood Cove?
I'm ready to return to Cottonwood Cove.
Very well.
Alright. So let's travel back to the Lucky 38. Alright, and we'll go bug the systems so this bitch can stop bothering me.
Where to, partner? High roller suite.
Alright, let's go find a terminal somewhere. Not where Mr. House is staring at me. Huh. Well. I could totally live in this joint. Open antechamber.
The foundation is laid. My Securitrons on the Strip are upgraded, and those at the fort ready for action. Now it's just a matter of adjusting the attitudes of some lesser groups while we wait for Caesar's Legion to attack Hoover Dam.
What's the next step?
Outside New Vegas, at what was once called Nellis Air Force Base, resides an unusual tribe known as the Boomers. They are, shall we say, aggressively reclusive. They have several howitzers they fire at anyone who dares approach the base. Artillery of this sort has a range of several miles. If it's going to fire on Hoover Dam, I want it firing at my targets. If not, then I want to make sure that the Boomers don't sign similar treaties to fire their guns in support of the NCR or Caesar's Legion.
I'll make sure they support the right side.
Use extreme caution when approaching the base. Their firepower is considerable. Recently, one of my roaming Securitrons observed a man near the base studying the pattern of its artillery fire. Maybe he's learned something.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't want to do that. Is there another computer anywhere? That I can spike? No. Ooh, maybe right here. Upgrade suite. I needed to be able to use that computer. Let's try it down the casino. I can't imagine, and it's been a million years since I've played this, I can't imagine they would want me fighting the Securitrons just to install that program. I don't think I can get in there. None of these computers are working. Alright, there we go. We bugged the Lucky 38 network. Look at all this whiskey and Sunset Sarsaparilla and Nuka-Cola. No star bottle caps.
Hey, have you been able to bug Mr. House's network yet?
I bugged the tower for you.
Good to hear. But it looks like the bug was deactivated a few minutes after it went online. It looks like House has some kind of countermeasure in place to prevent eavesdropping on his network. We'll get through eventually, just not today. Here are those medical supplies I promised. Hopefully you won't need to use them. Take care.
Oh, I have to go get my companions again. Good grief.
Aw, just...
Alright, I don't want to, got about 15 minutes left. Let's go talk to Kachino and see if we can wrap this up.
Hey, no one but Omertas are allowed to carry guns into Gamora. Check your weapons with me.
Here you go.
You'll get these back on your way out.
Be sure to check out the courtyard.
Alright, here's Kachino.
Hey, look who it is. My best buddy.
Hey, forget about it. I want to talk to you about your journal.
Yeah, I hope you're looking to do some business with me. I think it could be mutually beneficial.
I'll consider giving this to you for some cash up front.
Okay, you got me by the balls. Here's a couple hundred caps. Maybe that'll buy you friendship.
Is this journal worth 100 caps to you?
I can pay you for it, of course. I also have some information about the family's business that you might find interesting. Between you and I, we can break up what they're planning, maybe save some lives. Mine included, of course.
Alright, 100 caps, and you help me break up whatever your bosses have planned.
Oh, here's some caps. Now give me the journal. Right, there we go. So let me tell you what I know about the family's business. The bosses, Big Sal and Nero, have been working for a while on this. They're arming themselves like an army, using this new guy, Troik. They also brought in a specialist named Clarendon. At least that's what they introduced him as.
What kind of specialist is Clarendon?
I got no fucking idea. They let him have the run of the place, though. He seems like a nice guy, but he makes me nervous. He's a little arrogant, but he's too nice. Too open. I've never seen him fucking or gambling. Everyone has a vice, but this guy seems like the Pope.
I have a couple more questions.
Okay, toss them at me.
Tell me about this Troik.
He's a skittish little fucker. Spends half the day pumping his body full of chems and the other half pumping hookers with his willy. He has some kind of connections, so he's able to smuggle huge shipments of weapons into the Strip. The bosses got him by the short hairs. We covered up a hooker he killed while flying on some psycho, so he gets us guns in exchange for not ratting.
Couple more questions.
Okay, toss them at me.
Do you know anything about what they're planning?
No, just that it involves guns and muscle. Also that it's big. Very big. Only Nero and Big Saul know everything, and they ain't telling.
That's all the questions I have for now. I may have more later.
Okay, you can find me here or upstairs in my room. I'll let the muscle know you're a friend of mine. That should let you get around a little easier.
Alright, so we're a friend of his. And Troik and Clarendon. Well, one of them is in the lower lobby.
Did you know the Strip's all stirred up lately?
Maybe he's in the orgy room.
Securitrons with faces like soldiers. Is this martial law or something? What the fuck?
I tell you, not at home is gonna have his day.
Who is that?
Let me know if the pretty lady
were here. There aren't any customers in here.
I hear the Legion is moving some tough muscle into the area. NCA better keep their heads down.
Who are you? I didn't do anything. Leave me alone.
Chino sent me to ask you about some guns.
Cachino? Cachino what? Are you kidding me? He must be trying to get me killed.
I don't think we should say that. Let's talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
Tell me about what happened at the prostitute.
Oh, man. I don't even like to think about it. All that goddamn blood. It was just in the hotel like any other night. I took some chems with the girl I was with, but I never black out. I did this time, though. Next thing I knew, I woke up, she was lying next to me, stabbed dead. There was a knife next to the bed, and I was covered in her blood.
Do you know where the knife came from?
I keep a little switchblade tucked away with me. You never know when you might find some trouble.
I might have a couple more questions about what happened that night.
All right, have at it.
What kind of chems were you doing?
That night, mostly buff out. I like to cut it with a little bit of jet and wash it down with some whiskey. That was my standard Saturday night.
That doesn't sound like enough to get you to lose the whole night.
What? Yeah, you're right. I wonder what was up with that.
And more questions.
All right, have at it.
How did the family find out about it?
When I saw the body, I started screaming. In a few seconds, some of their soldiers were in there cleaning up the room. They offered to keep silent about what happened if I agreed to help them get their hands on large quantities of guns at deep discounts.
And more questions?
All right, have at it.
Would you like to try to get you out of your contract?
You'd do that for me? I'm not sure what can be done, but you'd be doing me a solid if you would. I've been talking to Big Saul mostly.
All right, so something about Troy's story, talked to Big Sal, looked around for evidence. All right, where does this door go?
Three been taking some hits.
What the fuck is that thing?
My robot?
Should have brought something to...
Sounds like someone's being murdered behind this door. I don't even know whose room this is. Hey, Kachina's journal again. Now I'll never be able to get rid of it. Alright, so that wasn't the room we wanted. I don't know how much longer this lasts. Let me save and just try talking to him.
Over here! Had enough!
Okay, that didn't work.
Let me know if the pretty lady with you is looking for some work.
Loaded the wrong one. Find out what Clarendon does for the family. Oh my God. There's nothing here. Huh. I just don't see anything. Man, I don't know. I don't see anything that's a clue about what he does. It's been so long, I can't remember. I mean, aside from all this blood all over the place. have anything on him except a room key. Well, this room's worthless. You never saw anything, buddy. Man, I'm just burning through the stealth boys here. He's not mad though. I gotta get out of here before this wears off. Nothing in here either.
There's some serious shit going on between NCR and the Legion. They better not fuck with our power.
All right.
Aw.
All right. I have no idea what Clandon does. He searched his suite. I couldn't find anything. Great. Well, I think the game crashed. It's been 2 hours of game time. So we're just going to call it quits here. I'll try to figure out what's going on. When I see you next time on Fallout New Vegas. Thanks for watching. Sorry about this bad ending.